welcome, welcome. All right, so let's go ahead and get started today. Oh, it's chilly this morning in the greenhouse. My fingers are getting cold here. Hopefully that sun will warm everything up pretty quick. Let's see what messages tarot has for you guys. Liberation, interesting. Doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. Some sort of freedom going on. Some sort of freedom, but I feel like it's within your mind. Like it's a change of thought. It's a change of way of being. It's a change of perception of looking at things. That's brought like a level of freedom. It's like releasing fears, releasing worries, releasing something. Grief, true offering, invite help. Grief. I'm going to grab a couple more. I want to know where all of these cards sit. I feel like there's something more that's going on, but I need another card or two. Self-worth. Okay, that's what's going on here. You were dealing with an energy that was not a true offering. You were dealing with somebody who is possibly taking advantage of you or trying to keep you trapped in fear that they were going to leave and you would be without, or you were going to be lonely, whatever this was. But I feel this sense of change. And it's like I said, it comes from within, and it's recognizing your self-worth. And like, it's better to be alone than it is to be with an energy who makes you feel like this. I feel like you ended this. I feel like you kicked this person to the curb. Divine flow. And I do feel like it's part of your path. This was almost like a lesson that you had to learn for yourself to come into your own. You know, I wouldn't be shocked if we wind up with like the Emperor, the Empress coming in this read, because I feel like this is speaking to ascending on a certain level and sort of recognizing your self-worth, right action. You did the right thing. Absolutely. I feel like it was something you were afraid of doing for a while. This is what I'm being told. Like worrying about how it was going to turn out, worrying about if this is a romantic relationship, worrying about sort of like being alone or being single and wanting to have that partnership. But now I just feel like straight freedom, like you're fucking glad to be rid of this energy. You are just glad to be rid of whoever this is and to be living life on your own terms. Woo! We had one come flying out here. Energetic clearing. This person was negative energy. This person was toxic to you, and not having them around. And I actually feel like having that physical space, that physical distance, and not having them in your home or living with them or spending time with them has actually given you a new perspective. It's like not having to deal with their shit on a daily basis, not having to deal with their negativity, not having to deal with their drama, their toxicity that they brought into your life. I also get this sense of like coming back to who you are. Because I think the fear of being single or having this person leave your life caused you to compromise certain things, and it was like too much of yourself. I just get this vibe like you lost too much of who you are. Like this person didn't like the friends you hung out with, or they didn't like the hobbies that you had, or they didn't like this, or they didn't like that. And so you just kept giving things up and compromising. It was too much. And now that they're gone, you're like, man, fuck, I really miss doing this. And now I can do it again because nobody's bitching and griping at me. I really missed hanging out with my friends who this person didn't like or would cause fucking drama with, so that I couldn't go do that. Well, now I can go do that and it feels good, and I forgot how much I enjoyed that. I just have like this complete change of perspective and like, holy fuck, I'm glad I'm not around this person anymore, and I'm glad I'm not going through their shit anymore. And I don't have to deal with their drama. Intuition, that's an interesting card to get. I think there were also red flags in whatever this was. I do feel like this is most likely a relationship. And I feel like there were red flags along the way, but your fear kind of overrode those red flags. I don't feel like that's ever going to happen again either. I feel like lessons have been learned here. Trusting intuition, trusting red flags, not giving too much of yourself. Limitless. Detachment, trust, on your path. It's like you had to experience these things, though. As shitty, as hurtful as it was, this was something that you had to experience to learn this for yourself, to be able to set your boundaries when it comes to relationships with other people, so that you never lose your sense of self again. It's just extremely important. Sanctity and divine love. I just have this sense of self-love now. And you might... I have this distinct impression that the people around you who are close to you are being like, you seem like your old self again. Like, this is something that you're hearing. You seem like your old self again. It's like you used to be. Because you don't have this other energy around fucking causing drama for you, causing self-doubts, causing fears, all that garbage. It's like now it's just you being able to be true to you without getting constantly bitched at or manipulated by this other energy, whoever this energy was. We're going to grab some tarot cards now. So I want to see, this card needed to come out. I'm going to grab those guys too. What was going on in this situation? What's going on now? I want to know why this card came flying out. Three of Wands, because you're moving on. Because you're moving on, you're learning your lessons from the past, and you're releasing that past. You got like this whole new perspective on what that relationship was, what it truly was, and to not be afraid to be single and take time for yourself. Seven of Swords. And then the Emperor showed up too. Seven of Swords, man. You were dealing with someone who was lying, somebody who was manipulative, somebody who was deceitful, somebody who was dishonest, somebody who wasted a shit ton of your time and had you given up on a lot of things that you very much enjoyed. The Emperor. And it's funny because I know you are coming into a higher vibrational energy, but I do not feel like this Emperor card is speaking to you. I do feel like it's speaking to whoever you were dealing with. And it's somebody who put on a false front of what their intentions were to be able to string you along. Like they pretended like their intentions were like this Emperor, like to commit and to build, but that's not exactly who they were. They're somebody who's very high in their ego. They're somebody who thinks a lot of themselves. They're somebody who likes to be in control of the people around them, and they like to control every aspect of people's lives. The Moon card. It's like they keep people in sort of like this darkness, this mental darkness. They got you in like a mind trap. This is something they like to do, and it's not just you. That's what they do to people because they like to be in control. I do feel like they use, oh yeah. See, and I see their energy in this King of Cups as being super broody, and like there's so many times you were just like walking on fucking eggshells around this person. Like trying to tiptoe around them, trying to do just the right thing so that they don't blow up. Like, fuck. And that would absolutely explain that now that you don't have them in your life and they're not there on a day-to-day basis, you have this sense of like peace. Because you don't have to feel like that heavy anxiety of like waiting for this person to have a big blow up or a big shit fit or whatever it was. And you just have this like inner peace and calm. You know, it's like just you have to worry about now. You don't have to worry about their crazy ass energy. The High Priestess. Intuition, trusting your intuition, trusting those red flags, trusting those signs that you get. Feel like you're a hell of a lot sharper too after having to deal with this person and then coming out the other side and realizing that there's really nothing to be afraid of if you do step away from a relationship and you are single. It has given you a certain level of freedom and power. The Temperance Angel. Nine of Wands. Oh, that's a funny vibe I got from this Temperance Angel. I know you can't see the look on her face because the card's pretty far away. But she's just like, she just fucking knows. This angel just knows. Like, when somebody starts spinning a lie or trying to pull some bullshit, like, she just knows. This is you. This is this deep sense of knowing that you have from going through this experience. It's like leveling up when it comes to ascension, when it comes to growth, when it comes to evolving. As like moving up to the next level. Being able to recognize bullshit as soon as you see it. Nine of Wands. Not being afraid of sending somebody packing. or up and leaving yourself and being single for a while or doing something on your own, it gives you that level of freedom. You're coming into your own. This Nine of Pentacles is like the minor arcana version of the Empress. This is like starting to become the Empress. That's why I said you're going to be coming into that Emperor, Empress energy. You're coming into your most powerful form of self. Absolutely, that's what's going on here. I'm gonna grab some more cards here. Huh? The High Priest. Whoa. Okay, that's a funny vibe I got from this High Priest. I actually get your energy off of this, and I got like wisdom. This is not just like you for yourself. I feel like there is going to come a point in time where you offer this wisdom to others or somebody in your life. I do feel like somebody will come to you for advice. And it's somebody who's going through this situation that you went through. And you're going to have some real freaking pearls of wisdom to share. And I have this distinct impression that it's actually going to make a very important impact in somebody else's life in the future. I don't know who this person is. This might be a friend. This might be a family member. This might be a fucking stranger who you just randomly start talking to one day who seems to be going through this. And you're like, you know what? I went through the same damn thing. And I stayed put because I was afraid of being single. And I was afraid of what that would mean and how the heartache and the grief that would come with that loss. But actually being single and not having their energy in my life anymore, not having to deal with them and walk on eggshells gave me this huge level of freedom and self-confidence that I don't have to put up with crap. You know what? You are going to make... That's so wild that tarot would bring something like that forward. But this experience has a lot to offer you and somebody else. I have no idea who that person is, but you are actually going to help somebody else by what you've been through. Justice. On the Page of Pentacles. So justice does speak to balance. It speaks to fairness. I do feel like it's also tied to this High Priest, and whoever you're going to help out, I feel like you're going to help this Page of Pentacles out. It's like, I do see the word friendship, but I don't necessarily feel like it's going to be speaking about a friend. I feel like this has the potential to help an absolute stranger, and you may never learn the impact that it has on this person. Or this might be a friend, but whatever this wisdom is that you offer, and it is somebody who goes through this similar thing and who's actually stuck in it, and you're able to show them what it's like coming out the other side, you will give them the strength to come into their own Emperor, Empress energy and to evolve too. That's very important. What a powerful impact this situation is going to have on not just your life, but the lives of others. It's absolutely wild how things like that work sometimes. Dealing with this energy, dealing with this player kind of impulsive energy, because this person was very impulsive too, that you dealt with. They had a temper. Being able to like kick this to the curb, being able to move away from this is like, that is your strength. That is the strength card. That's you taking your power back, not putting up with crap. This person tries to weasel a way back in, coming back to try and apologize or whatever. I just see you being like, fuck off. Been there, done that. I've had enough. I'm moving on. I don't need your shit in my life. This is just like you bringing your power back. You taking your power back and then just reiterating it to this person. This is absolutely, because I feel like oh yeah, there's a little fucker now. The King of Wands there. Yeah, this person's going to come back to you. This person is going to come back to you. You are also, unfortunately, I see, you will be attracting another player energy sometime in the future. But I still feel like you have these skills now. Once you have these skills, I don't feel like they're going anywhere. I feel like the emotions and the energy that has come with this personal change for you is something that you are going to absolutely value beyond anything else. And you are not going to risk by getting into another relationship with somebody who has similar qualities. I feel like as soon as you see those red flags, you're going to fucking send somebody packing. I don't feel like you want to risk this. Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. I also have this sense of what's coming in your future in terms of a relationship. Like a long-standing relationship, a 10 of Cups, a 7 of Pentacles, something that's true, something that's friendship, something that's abundance. And it's like, not settling for less. So if this means that you stay single for a little bit, you are more than happy to do that. You are more than happy to stay stable and single and happy within yourself until that right opportunity comes along. You're not going to settle for anything less, is what I see in the cards. You're going to wait for the right one to come along, and that's who you're going to invest in. You're not putting up with crap anymore. You had more than enough of that. It's a Fool card. Oh yeah, absolutely. Your point of view has been changed. I can see that the Ten of Wands, the shadow side, being able to do that shadow work, being able to dig deep, to come to these self-realizations, it's helped to relieve tons and tons of burdens. Because I do feel like there has been burdens in the past when it comes to having relationships or being in a relationship and being worried about having that relationship or maintaining it. And it's been almost like a trap for you in the past. But I feel like this shift in perspective, especially in this one relationship, holy shit, did this one relationship ever have an impact on your life and the way you're going to choose to live your life? A completely different view, a completely different way of being in this world. 8 of Wands. I'm going to grab a couple more here because I want to know where a couple of these cards fit in. So I do have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands can represent a marriage card. Okay, that's what it is. It's speaking about caution. It's speaking about caution. It's speaking about communication. It's speaking about not repeating the past. Because I feel like you, not only did you give up a lot and compromise a lot, you let a lot of things slide too. Because like you didn't want to rock the boat or whatever, right? Because that's how that queen or the King of Cups was. He was a fucking broody a-hole who would blow up. And so you didn't want to rock the boat. You didn't want to deal with the conflict. You just wanted to keep everything smooth and everything running. I don't feel like that's going to be an issue for you in the future. But I do feel like that is something that you're going to have to deal with. It's like when you're single now, you're building yourself up. When you do find somebody worth investing in and starting a relationship in, you know, the issue is going to come up again. So it's going to be a chance to put that into practice and to make sure that you're not repeating those mistakes of the past. It's just like mindful. That's the word that I'm being told by my spirit guides. Be mindful. To be mindful when the opportunity comes up, to be able to change and to keep with this path that you're going and being open and true to yourself and being able to speak your truth. Not being afraid to walk away from something that's not going to serve you, from someone who's not going to be able to give you what you need or who sort of draws those red flags, trusting your intuition, and building an even give and take. Making sure that whoever this partner is who comes your way is somebody who can match you, is somebody who has just as much to offer as you do. So you don't have to give up your friends. You don't have to give up hanging out with your family. You don't have to give up your hobbies. This is somebody who appreciates all those things about you and supports you in embracing all of that and spending your time doing those things. That's who you're going to know who a true partner is too, right? This isn't somebody who wants you to give up your whole life to suit them. And that's who that king was who you dealt with. That's interesting because I am getting a glimpse into your future. And I do see that coming forward. I do see you finding that relationship in the future. But you have to keep with this trend that you're doing. This is very important to be able to keep being true to you, being able to keep speaking your truth, and to not give up too much in your life. Keep with those values that you have. Keep with those things that you absolutely love doing. And that actually might be part of how you meet this person too. But it's very important to keep being yourself, because as long as you are 100% yourself, then when somebody falls in love with you, they are falling in love with you and all those aspects about you. Yeah, I have the Magician card here too. You are more than capable of manifesting this for yourself, to believe in yourself. And to not be afraid to stand up for yourself so that you don't get left out in the cold again. You do not want to get left out in the cold again. You don't want to give too much of yourself. Just keep with the trend that you're on. I just see like once this switch has been flipped in you, like it's not, there is no going back. This sense of freedom, of liberation, it feels too good It feels too good to ever go back to the way things were. I do see you have challenges ahead of you. I do see a King of Wands trying to cross your path. I do see the ex might try and come back. I do see that you are going to have to assert yourself in your future, because the more you come into this energy, the more attractive you become. And others want to come and be a part of that, and some want to come and take from it. But some will want to contribute. But now I feel like you have the skills to establish who is who, to trust your intuition, to trust the red flags, and to set those boundaries. And that's going to tell you who the good ones are and who the shit ones are. And that's how you're going to be able to make your choice. And you will be able to find somebody in the future. I do see somebody waiting for you in the future, but it will be a bit of time before you find that person too. You are still going to have to deal with some a-holes before you find that good one. I see that in the cards too. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed that read. If you did, please hit that like, that subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out. Have a great day, everyone.